Hello again, all you Dodger diehards, and welcome to another exciting edition of Strat-O-Matic Dodger Baseball. We are replaying the 1951 season, and so far the Dodgers are off to a slow start. They are 3-6, currently 3.5 games out of first place. They come to Shibe Park today, trailing the Phillies by a game, as the Phillies enter at 4-5 and are currently 2.5 games out. Bubba Church takes the bump today for the Phillies, as the Dodgers will be sending out Joe Hatten. In the actual played game, played on April 27th, 1951, the Dodgers took the game in comfortable fashion, 11-5. Hatten went 8 innings, gave up 10 hits, 5 runs, all of which were earned, struck out 5, and didn't walk anybody. And then Carl Erskine came in and picked up the save as he came in the ninth. I'm not quite sure how was recorded as a save as I scroll through this now. Perhaps a misprint on retro sheet, as the Dodgers jumped out to a quick 5-2 lead after 3 innings, and then they ended up piling on 4 more, and it was 9-2 going into the 6th when the scoring kind of slowed down. Regardless, though, Hatten goes 8, and Erskine finished out the ball game, so we'll see what can happen today. The Dodgers have to find a way to get back into the win column, and without further ado, Gene Hermansky to lead things off. And the first offering of the day is a 4-2. And right away, we've got an X chance as Willie Jones over at third base. Tough play. It is a 5 on the 20, followed by a 12. Just missed an error. Willie Jones, tough play. He comes up with it, and on to first, gets the out. So Carl Furillo will step up now. Furillo hitting .289 to start out the season, and his offering from Church is a 310. And that is a fly ball to right field, so Furillo is retired. Duke Snider now with 2 away. 4-5. And he strikes out, so the Dodgers retired in order in the first, and that brings up Eddie Wakus. And Wakus, .225 leading off for the Phillies so far this season through 40 at bats. And his first offering from Hatten is a 2-9. And that is a ground ball to the shortstop. Pee Wee Reese fields it, throws on to first, and he gets the out. And Ashburn comes to the plate. He is hitting .364 to start out the season. He's been red hot against the Dodgers early on, as Hatton's offering is a 5-5. Fly ball to center field. Willie Jones now with 2 outs. It is a 5-10. And we've got an X chance for Edwards, who is behind the plate. And this is the first time that Edwards has caught a game, as Campanella gets a day off in Chuck Dressen's starting lineup. So Edwards, opportunity to make the play on the 20. It's a 2, and it is a 14 on the error column. So Edwards will field it, throw on to first. He gets the out. 1-2-3 inning for Hatten, and both teams go quietly in the first, as Jackie Robinson will step up to lead things off for the Dodgers here in inning number 2. And it is a 3-8. And that is a fly ball to left field. So 1 away as Gil Hodges steps up. 6-7 for Hodges. And play to second. And this is Mike Golliott with an opportunity to make a tough play. It is a 5 on the 20, so the ball is going to get through. Did Mike get to it or not? It is a 11. He does get to it. It gets through, though, and he booted it. Actually, probably would have, well, maybe tough play, and Hodges perhaps would have beat out the throw at first, and maybe Galliot sailed one and allowed Hodges to take it to second. Regardless, Hodges is on with a single and an error committed by Galliot at second, and Bruce Edwards comes up. He's got one at bat on the year, and he is 0 for 1. This is his first start behind the plate, and his first at bat is a 3-6. And Edwards pops to short, 2 away. Hodges stuck out at second base. Chance for Pee Wee Reese to come through, who's been hot so far this season, at least through the start. He gets a 5-6. Ground ball, third base. Jones fires over to first. That ends the inning. No damage done after the error. The Dodgers are retired, and after 1.5, nothing. As Hatten's first pitch to Enos is a 4-7. And our first split chance, and it's a 15. And that is a single for Enos to lead off the second. Dick Sisler will step to the plate. 6-7 to Sisler. And we've got an next chance for Robinson. Perhaps a double play if he could get to it. He does get to it. It is an 11, setting up for a double play on a 10, and it is. Dodgers going to turn one here, 4-6-3, as Reese comes over to second, and they fire on to first. Nice double play there to kill the leadoff single, and now there's 2 away for Granny Hamner. And Hatton's offering to Hamner is a 4-11. And another split chance. This time it's a 12. Line out to short, ends the inning after 2-0. As Billy Cox comes up to lead off the third inning. It is a 6-7 for Cox. And another chance for Galliot. Going to be a tough play. And it is a 12. This one he's going to get to. Does he make the play on an 11? He does not again. Another error by Galliot. This time it's a leadoff to the leadoff batter. And now Cox is on at first, but Joe Hatten is coming to the plate, and will certainly try to sacrifice here. And he fouls it off. We're going to stay with the bunt. And he does. A successful sacrifice gets Cox over to second, as the Dodgers turn the lineup over now with Gene Hermansky. And Hermansky gets a 1-4. And that is a ground ball to short, so Cox stuck at second now with 2 outs, and Carl Furillo comes up. Furillo 4 RBIs so far on the year. Opportunity here on a 3-2. And he fouls out to the third baseman, so the Dodgers threaten with the leadoff error, but he doesn't get past second base, and they come up empty again. As Seminick will lead off for the Phillies in the bottom of the third inning. It is a 4-4. And Cox an opportunity at a play over at third base on a 2. And it is a 13. Just missed the errors. As Cox makes a nice play onto Hodges, they get the first out of the inning. And Mike Galliot, who has been a huge liability at second already today, a chance to make up for it with the bat. His first offering of the day is a 2-2. And he lines out to the shortstop, and Bubba Church will step up. 2-5 for Church. And that's a ground ball to the second baseman, so the Phillies are retired. And after 3, we're still scoreless here at Shibe Park in Philadelphia. As Snyder steps up, Church's offering is a 3-4. On a split chance, this is a 12 for Snyder. And he lines out to the second baseman. Beautiful day here at Shibe Park. As Jackie Robinson steps up, 1 out here in the 4th. It is a 4-5 for Robinson. And Robinson flies out to center field. So 2 quick outs for the Dodgers in the top of the 4th. And it'll be up to Gil Hodges to extend the inning. And Hodges gets a 4-9. And a split chance for Hodges, it's a 20. And he lines out to the third baseman. Not much good comes from a 20 when you split, but the Dodgers go down in order. Bottom of the fourth now, and it is the Philadelphia Phillies leading off with their leadoff hitter, Eddie Wakus, and it is a 5-6 from Hatten. 5-6. Fly ball center field. Easy play for Snyder. One away. As Richie Ashburn steps up, it's a 5-7. And that's a ground ball to second base. And Willie Jones now with 2 away. Chance to extend the inning. He gets a 2-2. And he's hit by the pitch. So the first real mistake Hatton's made through 3 2/3 as he hits Jones with 2 outs. Jones, let's see, is not a threat to steal, so we will not hold him. Let's see if they try to get the jump. They do not. And it'll be Del Enos, to try to extend the inning here for the Phillies. And he gets a 6-10. So Jones on at first. Let's see what the 6-10 offering brings. It brings a split chance, and it's a 14. That's a line out to short. So Hatten works around the 2-out hit batsman, and after 4, we've got ourselves an old-fashioned pitcher's duel, as both teams only 1 hit. The Phillies have committed 2 errors, but none have led to runs. And after 4, it is Brooklyn nothing and Philadelphia nothing, as Bruce Edwards comes around for his second at bat, and he sees a 3-11 from Church. Ground ball, third base, 1 away. And Pee Wee Reese now. And it is a 3-8 for Reese. And he walks. So lead off, or a 1-out walk now for Pee Wee Reese. And Billy Cox will step up. Let's see what we want to do here with Reese. Let's try it. He's going to get the jump, and Reese will be thrown out at second as it's on a 17. So Reese walks and then is promptly thrown out at second by Simonek, and now Cox will bat with 2 outs, as it is a 6-3 for Cox. And Sisler out and left with an opportunity to make a tough play. It is a 17, so he's going to get to it on an 11, and he will make the out. The Dodgers again retired without scratching the score column. And after 4.5, it is 0-0 as Sisler's turn. Pitch on the way, 6-9. On a split chance, this is a 15. And a double for Dick Sisler, so now the Phillies begin to threaten, as they've got a guy on at second, nobody out, and Granny Hamner is up. Let's see how they play it. Pass ball, big passed ball there, as Edwards can't corral the ball in the dirt. Sisler moves up, and the infield going to have to play in, because I'm not sure how many runs we're going to score today, as Bubba Church has certainly brought his A game. And the infield drawn in. Actually, it just says corners. How about I bring everybody in? The entire infield's brought in, and Hamner is up. He'll swing away. 1-8. Ground ball, third base. That keeps Sisler at third. So a big first out as Simonek comes up. The infield going to stay in, and Simonek will hit away. 5-8. And he walks him. Not terribly painful, as Goliath now comes up, and decision time. As Church is an A bunter, So if he comes up with 1 out, I would almost certainly expect some sort of squeeze, although Sisler doesn't run overly well at third base. We're going to pitch to Galliot and hope he's having a bad day, not just with the glove, but also with the bat. As Simonek doesn't get the lead, a wild pitch, and they're going to score. So the ball gets away from Edwards again, and the Philadelphia Phillies take a 1-0 lead as both runners move up on the pass ball. And now we'll have to we're going to play the infield back. And it'll be Hatten against Galliot. And another wild pitch. And Simonek moves to third. So we've got a pass ball and 2 wild pitches in the inning, and it's setting the Phillies up for vital runs as the offense has not been there for the Dodgers so far today. So with that, the defense will have to come back in. And Galliot going to bunt. Fielder's choice. They're going to get they get the out at home. So a big out by the Dodger defense by playing in. They get the fielder's choice at home. So Simonek is tagged out. Galliot on at first. And the infield will again move back with 2 outs. 1 run in, but a big out at home as Simonek is tagged out after advancing on 2 wild pitches from first to third. And now Hatten is 1 pitch away from getting out of it and minimizing the damage, as the pitch on the way is a 2-5. And ground ball to second, so he gets out of it, minimizing the damage, but the pass ball and wild pitch lead to 1 run. And the Phillies have a 1-0 lead as we enter the 6th inning. And Joe Hatten will swing away in his second at bat. It is a 6-6. And that's a pop-up to short, 1 away, as Gene Hermansky steps up for the 3rd time. He's grounded out twice today. 4-6 for Hermansky. And he draws a 1-out walk. He'll stay at first as Carl Furillo will come up. Pitch on the way to Furillo is a 2-12. And a forced play at first. Hermansky's out as Wakis throws to Hamner at second. I should say it was a fielder's choice. So Hermansky forced out at second. Furillo beats the throw back, breaking up the double play. Now there's 2 outs, and Furillo stands at first for Duke Snider. And he gets a 3-10. And Snider draws a 2-out walk. Now a clutch situation as Jackie Robinson steps up with guys on at first and second. Pitch on the way is a 3-12 to Robinson. And Robinson draws a walk. So the base is now loaded for Gil Hodges. So this is the biggest threat the Dodgers have had so far today, and they've done it without getting a hit. And the pitch on the way to Hodges is a 4-9. And a split chance, it's an 18. And a line out to third base ends the threat as the Dodgers load the bases with 2 outs and they get nothing. And the Phillies, clinging to that 1-run lead, come to bat in the bottom of the 6th. As Wakis leads things off, he is 0 for 2 on the day, and it is a 4-10 to start out the bottom of the 6th inning. That's a ground ball right at Robinson at second. He throws to first, 1 away. As Ashburn tries to lay a bunt down Edwards Fields, and he gets the out at first, so there's 2 quick outs. And now it's up to Willie Jones. 2 outs, and he gets a 5-4. And Snider out in center. Going to have to be relied on to make a play. It is a 19 on a 10. And Snider going to reel this one in. And the Dodgers shut down the Phillies in the 6th. And we head to the top of the 7th. It'll be Bruce Edwards to lead things off for the Dodgers. Pitch on the way to Edwards is a 2-6. And he flies out to left, 1 away. Pee Wee Reese with 1 out. 1-6. Reese draws a walk, and he was thrown out earlier. Let's see if he gets the jump here. He does. And it's a 1, so we might have an overthrow. As we have to roll the 20 again. He's got second. Let's see what happens on the throw. It's a 10. The ball sails into the outfield. So Semenix throws the ball over second base's head. Ashburn has to run in to get it. Reese aggressively gets up from second and takes third base. So that puts Pee Wee Reese on at third with Billy Cox up. Almost assuredly to see a pinch hitter if the pitcher spot comes up. As the Phillies play in, it'll be up to Cox, and it is a 5-10. And a split, this is a 2. And Cox singles, and we've got a tie ball game. So Reese stealing second, errant throw moves him to third, and then Billy Cox comes through with a single. As we will see a pinch hitter now, and it will be... Actually, I hit the wrong one. It'll be Don Thompson. Let's consult the chart first. Actually, it'll be Hank Edwards. So Hank Edwards will pinch hit for Hatten, and Cox stands on at first. Pitch on the way to Hatten is a 5-8. I'm sorry, not Hatten, to Hank Edwards is a 5-8, and it's a 19 on the split. And Edwards comes through with a power single. That moves Cox over to third, so pinch hit single for Edwards. Cox advances 2 bases, and now runners on the corner, infield's in, and Gene Hermansky steps up. And we are going to get another pinch hitter, and it's going to be Cal Abrams, who will pinch hit. And the pitch on the way to Abrams is a 4-4 with the infield drawn in. And that's Ashburn out in center for a chance at a sac fly here, and the Dodgers up a chance to take the lead. It is a 6 on the 20 and 14. Ooh, just missed a 2-base error, but instead a sac fly gets it done as Abrams comes off the bench, skies one to center, and the Dodgers now take a 2-1 lead. As Ferrillo comes up, Hank Edwards stands on at first base. A lot of different people playing parts in this one to get the Dodgers back into the lead, or to get the Dodgers a lead today. As Ferrillo gets a 2-8. And Ferrillo lines to the shortstop. So some changes needed for the Dodgers as they take the lead in the top of the 7th. In the first one, it'll be Thompson going to left. He'll come in for Edwards, and Thompson will go into the game in left. And what do they have coming up? Righty, lefty, right. And Ralph Branca. We'll go with Clem Labine. Labine will come in to attempt to get a 2-inning save. So Labine will face Del Enos to start as we move to the bottom of the 7th. The Dodgers have taken a 2-1 lead, and Labine's first offering is a 1-11. And he fouls out to Cox over at third base. Sisler now, 5-11. Ground ball at Hodges at first, so 2 quick outs. And Hamner now, 1-11. On a split, it is a 17. And he gets the line out to short. So quick work for Labine. I guess it would be a 3-inning save. Quick work for Labine as he gets the Phillies down in order 1-2-3, and the Dodgers head to the 8th with a 1-run lead. As Duke Snyder, 3-8. Flies to center, 1 away. Robinson, 4-8. Walks him, and Robinson, of course, always going to attempt to get the steal with him. And he can't get it. So Robinson will be stuck at first with Hodges up, one away. 110 for Hodges. Strikeout. So Robinson again standing on at first. And another pinch hitter as Roy Campanella will come in to pinch hit, and he will obviously stay in to catch. So Campanella into the box, pitch on the way, 4-9. On a split, it is an 18, and Campanella lines to the third baseman, and that'll be it for the Dodgers in the 8th, as Campanella will stay on to catch. And it'll be Andy Seminick to lead things off. 7-8-9 for the Phillies. 6-7. Fly to right, one away. Mike Goliath, 1-9. Line out to second, and Bubba Church, he's going to hit. As I've stated in the past, each of these computer managers have been set up, and obviously the computer manager feels that leaving him in is the best way to do things. So Church will swing away here, and it is a 5-8. I'm sorry, it's a 5-6. And that is a strikeout to Church. So Labine, 2 solid innings as we head to the top of the 9th. And again, the Dodgers clinging to a 1-run lead as Pee Wee Reese set to lead things off, 5-7. And Reese strikes out. Billy Cox, 2-4. Pop to third. And Don Thompson, 1-9 for Thompson. Ground out to second. As Labine will stay on looking for that 3-inning save. As Eddie Wakus will be the first batter. 5-8. And Robinson, chance to make a tough play at second. First one is a 16 on a 9, and he does get out of there. One away. As Richie Ashburn now, 6-8. Fly out to right. The Phillies down to their last out as it's Willie Jones. Labine's offering on the way to Jones is a 6-8. And that will do it as he pops up to the shortstop. The Dodgers come from behind. They score 2 in the 7th, and they finish off the Phillies today by a final score of 2-1. Brooklyn's final line, 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. Philadelphia, 1 run on 2 hits and 3 errors. As we take a look at the box score, Joe Hatten with the win. He goes 6, 2 hits, 1 run. It was an earned run, but it was aided by pass ball and wild pitch. No strikeouts. Actually, the Dodgers only struck out 1 batter all day. And then Labine comes in, 3 strong innings out of the bullpen. No hits, no runs. Didn't walk anybody, and he picked up the Dodgers' only strikeout. Bubba Church was good as well. He was just unfortunate to fall short in the score or on the scoreboard in the run column as he went 9 strong innings, 3 hits, 2 runs. Both of them were earned. He walked 6 batters and struck out 3. But the Dodgers get back into the win column. They improve to 4-6 on the season. Phillies fall to 5-5. Until next time, so long, everybody.